In the wake of the Sticker Mule CEO pulling his pants down and showing his entire ass to the internet and the internet responding in kind, I thought it would be a good idea right now to bring up another company that a lot of small businesses use that make the Sticker Mule guy look like Karl Marx. The company I am talking about is, of course, Uline. Uline was founded by Dick and Liz. I'll put their name up. I think you pronounce their last name Uline. I'm going to pronounce it Uline for the remainder of the video. Uline is like a company that you use to buy cardboard boxes and like office supplies like packing tape and things like that. If you're a small business, you most likely have heard of them and you most likely have used them because they're fucking gigantic. But Dick and Liz Uline are like mustache twirling cartoon villain comic book levels of evil. It's kind of hilarious if it wasn't so awful. And I'm going to get into that a little bit, but just remember what I'm about to say is just a smattering. Like, it's just a sampling of how awful these people really are. Starting out with some general debauchery, nothing too terrible to begin. This is an article from 2022 that shows that they were like the #1 Republican donor for that election cycle. And then this article shows that in 2020 they gave $3.3 million to Trump's super PAC America First Action. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff now. So where did the Uline stand on insurrection? Well, Richard Uline had an established relationship with the Tea Party Patriots, founded by conservative activist Amy Kremer. Kremer was one of the organizers of the Stop the Steal rally that preceded January 6, 2021. Uline has given them at least $4.29 million. Okay, that's a bummer, right? But maybe he didn't know that they were going to do an insurrection. So where does he stand on, I don't know, election denial? Let's see that. The Uline Family Foundation also gave more than $1 million to the Conservative Partnership Institute. Part of the Conservative Partnership Institute is the Election Integrity Network. That's led by Cleta Mitchell. Mitchell is a former Trump advisor who worked to challenge the 2020 election results. Okay, so the Ulines are election deniers and they're insurrectionists, and let's keep going. Let's get away from like the politicized stuff, right? Because apparently election denial and insurrection are politicized. Let's go into something that everybody can agree with. How about child labor? The Foundation for Government Accountability has advocated for loosening child labor protections in certain states. Uline has given them nearly $18 million since 2013. And I highly recommend looking up that organization, the Foundation for Government Accountability, because they have a lot of fun stuff going on for them. And here you can see they gave to two of our favorite congresspeople, Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz. That's fantastic. Let's wrap this up with how they feel about abortion, because right now in 2024, it seems like they're shoving a lot of money into abortion. Well, do you remember in Ohio when the people were like, hey, we want to allow abortion here, so they voted on that referendum, I believe it was, that allowed abortion in Ohio, and the state legislator was like, hey, we want to be a bunch of fascists, so we're going to try to institute a constitutional amendment to overturn the will of the people? Well, guess who funded the shit out of that constitutional amendment? You guessed it, Dick and Liz Uline. And remember, that was just a sampling of a couple of different issues that I pulled. If you want to have fun, Google their names and you can go down that fucking slip and slide of hell. If you are a small business that values living in a free and functioning democracy and you use Uline, or you're thinking about using Uline, that's hard to say, I would recommend finding a different company for your office supplies and cardboard boxes needs, because these people are like literally trying to dismantle the foundation of the country. Just, it's crazy. So please, if you are a small business, think about spending your money elsewhere.